Hey, True Team, what's going on with y'all? I came to talk to y'all about some real shit. So listen, I'm gonna put the Keke Palmer shit in this, but I'm gonna talk about the sins and the Christianity shit and what people always say they don't believe in God and all this shit, right? Because I was one of these niggas, and I'm gonna put this shit in one. My thing is this, and people always talking about judgmental. Let me talk about the Keke Palmer situation. See, people feel like certain shit don't apply to them because they famous. So I seen Keke Palmer, like, motherfuckers be in the comments and talking about like how they feel like, oh yeah, Keke Palmer famous, you know, he ain't in the spotlight as much as Keke Palmer is. Why the fuck he gotta be? Regardless of the fact that nigga got a son by that lady. At the end of the day, my nigga, I feel like this is the problem with people in general. People, let me tell you something about black women and people in general. The thing is about women nowadays is that soon as y'all do something to us and we speak on that motherfucker, y'all first thing y'all want to do is rebuttal back to, well, we wouldn't have had to do this if y'all ain't shut. Bro, listen, bro, being a hoe has no excuse, and doing holism shit has no excuse either. The thing about you bitches is this: most of you hoes got 10-year-old daughters or 5-year-old daughters, and the first thing y'all do would think about money is selling y'all pussy to the internet and showing a bunch of men, right? Because that's what most of you hoes do. Let's really talk about it. Most of you hoes fiend for attention on social media. Y'all pop y'all pussy on social media. Y'all do all this little goofy shit and y'all got kids. The first thing a black woman always say is this, or a woman in general always say is this. Well, they ain't gonna be my daughter. Bitch, how the fuck you gonna say that's not gonna be your daughter? You don't even know. She following the footsteps of you. She's your daughter for a fucking reason. The apple don't fall too far from the fucking tree. Stupid. This is the thing about Keke Palmer that kills me. Let me break this shit in half real quick. Keke Palmer, you was a grown-ass woman. I seen the video when Usher wrapped his hand around her. Damn near, she got a see-through dress with her ass out. Ass out. You can see the panty line. She got her ass out for real. This is my thing. Bitches, it's no respect when it comes to having self-respect when it comes to a relationship, your child's father, none of that shit. The way he handled that shit, yeah, he should have went on internet and blasted her and said what the fuck he said and blase, blase, blah. He should have pulled her to the side. But you know, these bitches don't care nothing about nothing because they getting attention. See, as growing up, you know, niggas like us looked it up to Keke Palmer. But see, you don't know that person besides of what you know off the internet and what you know about a TV show from that person. Understand that the TV show is a fucking character. It's not who they really are as a person. We looked up to her as her being Keke Palmer. But reality, not understanding that we're living in a different time too and what's gravitating towards her. Me and my brother Tashar just had a conversation about this. So not knowing what she already gravitating to in the fucking world, she gravitating to Megan, Carly B, all these thought assholes that do all this shit and want to sit back and want to live a different life now and say, yeah, I just ain't deciding to be a hoe no more. This is my thing, bro. I can't even put Carly B in that because she don't even be in a lot of shit, but I'm going to push her to the side. Let's bring the Keke Palmer situation back in here. That nigga Usher had his hand on the back, down at the back end of her side, like back end of her back for real, like damn near to the ass for real. Put his hand on her ass, and it was too much shit that Keke Palmer did, and I guess her baby father didn't like this shit. Now, this is my thing. Ain't nothing cute about being a single motherfucking black woman mother. There's nothing cute about that shit. See, we always talk about how many ain't shit fathers in the world and blah, blah, blah. But one thing we never consistently to talk about is most of these bitches wouldn't be shit without child support and food stamps. Let's take all two of those away. Let's take them away. Let's take them away right now. Let's take them away and talk about what would these hoes do without that. Because most of these bitches think about soliciting their bodies to the world. And that's the problem. That is the only thing, the only thing that motherfuckers think about is soliciting their body to the fucking world. And that's where we all fail as people. You get what I'm saying? It's no accountability on the other end when it comes to a woman doing what she does, but there's always accountability on when a nigga cheating and he doing this. Let's talk about it. Most of you hoes talk about y'all don't want a nigga that's cheating or y'all don't want this, bro. Most of you hoes date niggas that fuck different bitches every single night and complain about this nigga and still fuck him at the same night. So it's the same night he fucked another hoe and came to fuck you. So what type of low standards do you set for yourself? This what bitches will tell you. I know my worth. You can't possibly. This nigga done fucked 10 different hoes, came to your crib, fucked you, and left out. And then he using your vehicle to drive bitches around in. Niggas be using these hoes. And what be so funny about this shit is that they know what niggas be doing, but continuously go around the world complaining about this nigga. But then you'll give them a solution. They don't take the solution. They'll still stay with this nigga. This is what I'm saying, bro. The brain of a woman is a mental fucking illness. It's a mental illness. Their capacity is very low. You would tell a bitch something, she don't listen to what you saying. She just looking for a vulnerability to talk about at that moment. She just want to have a conversation about this shit at that moment, knowing she's going to go back to this nigga again. This is my thing. So we gonna talk about Christianity and shit like that. See this one chubby bitch on social media say she don't believe in God or whatever, right? She don't believe in God. She don't believe that it's a man up there guiding her. She do believe that she's a spiritual being, and she's a spiritual being, and she has the power and yada yada yada. Let me tell you something, bro. God is the creator of all things. You don't have to be Christian to believe in fucking God. I don't think that's why I know people don't understand what the fuck they be talking about. People say you being judgmental. That's the problem with the world. When you a real nigga that speak up on shit and other people don't speak up on, everybody want to have a problem with what you saying. So fucking what? Fuck you and fuck you and fuck you. That's the type of nigga I am. Fuck what you saying, fuck what you saying. Think about it. All these bitches is spiritual now, right? You see that TikTok is a trend. Being spiritual back in the day wasn't a trend. Everybody didn't know nothing about that shit. Now everybody knows something about it. You see all these hoes with tarot reading, all these bitches with the tarot reading cards, all these hoes with the crystals, all these women with all this goofy ass shit, bro, trying to do the same shit that everybody else do, right? And 9 times out of 10, them are satanical reasons of people. A lot of these women, bro, is satanical as fuck. Satanical as fuck. Satanical. They're satanical. We never talk about the fact that women think they can raise kids on their own, but 9 times out of 10, their kids end up being in the streets. Or their kids end up doing some shit that they shouldn't be doing. Your mother was a stripper. You a daughter that's repeating that same cycle, and that's cool to her. Your son, 15, you showing your body parts on social media to the whole fucking world and acting like your son is not in high school and his friends not watching this. First thing they tell their kids is that you better be thankful I earned my confidence back. So being a hoe makes you have confidence. That's crazy. Just like it was this one girl from high school, right, that I went to school with. Motherfuckers like, oh yeah, you know such and such on No Jumper, she doing all this. I'm like, you want me to applaud a woman, somebody for being a hoe at that age? You want me to applaud that? That they in LA, they other cities, they doing OnlyFans with other girls and shit with a bunch of women and they popping their sexual parts on the pole, and that makes them real. Like, women don't understand it. Don't no nigga want to be with that. A woman who's in the limelight 24 hours a day. Ain't no nigga marrying no stripper. It's not happening. I will never marry a stripper. That ain't nothing to do with insecurities. That ain't nothing to do with nothing. You just been passed around. I believe in having morals and principles, and that's something this world don't give a fuck about. Whether you a man or a woman, bitches stay with a nigga because he got money, and she'll take abuse because he has money, and she don't give a fuck about nothing. She'll have kids, right? She a blank. All she say is these niggas ain't shit. Let's talk about it. This nigga ain't shit, right? But you knew he wasn't shit before you let that nigga come in you. You is just much as responsible as this nigga. This nigga's responsible for nothing in you. You are just as much as responsible because you was the same bitch doing sex. Come in me, right? Just like I'm responsible for having my kids. And everybody's responsible for their kids. But see, the thing with women is they try to put that shit just on niggas. Oh, you didn't have to nut at me, or you didn't have to do that. You let that nigga nut at you. You told that nigga to do that shit. And he was going to do it anyway, especially when he in the ain't shit. Nigga, don't think he was going to he's eligible to take care of his kids because he let y'all like ain't shit niggas. That's why y'all end up in ain't shit situations. Let me tell you how much the world downplays like how satanical shit has a happening of things happening, right? This guy just said the dude who run his agenda, the gay agenda, the money. He said to himself, he like, bro, I use black people for my agendas, porn, money. He said, as long as black people and people want more than what they have, as long as you want money, you want power, cars, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. He said he uses that shit against them because he know eventually that's going to be their downfall. He just let them sell their soul, walk in, open the door, and he pushes his agenda for what he does. And this is the anarchy motherfucking community we talking about, the satanical community we talking about, the sex trafficking, the porn, the agenda, the gay kids, the gay man, the men don't know if the men who turning into women, the women who turning into men. This shit is not cool at all. It's not cool. But see, women think that shit cool. See, when your son come up to you and be like, he gay, you accept that shit. Oh, son, I love you. I love my son. But guess what? Ain't nobody naturally born fucking gay. Nobody's born gay. It's off of what they're around that make them that way. 9 times out of 10 is either the streets or being misled. Never saying a man love you no less, but being misled because of who the woman is and she ain't got no fucking brain, that's going to cause problems. That's going to cause problems. This is my thing, bro. Yes, Keke Palmer was wrong. Yes. Yes, you have a son. Conduct yourself as a grown-ass woman like you should. But see, when attention falls in and people feel like fame takes them out of the category of fuck shit, that's the problem with people. People feel like fame takes them out the category of shit. It doesn't. When you do clown-ass shit, it never takes you out the category of what you have going on. That's what people fail to realize. That's one. Two, you never supposed to do this shit. Everybody does the same shit that everybody else do. So when there's satanical reasons behind everything that, because God don't make, we are in devil's playground, by the way. We're in devil's playground. You can't say you don't believe in God. I can tell you don't because of the shit you do for money. That most of these bitches and niggas do for money. People kick it with niggas because they got bread. And 9 times out of 10, this nigga faked in a sack of rocks. Bitches kick it with niggas because he got bread. She'll put up with the abuse because he's giving them money, right? So she'll give him sex the whole 9. He'll come back with HIV, give it to a bunch of different girls, fuck her, give her HIV. She go get she may or chlamydia, whatever the fuck you want to call it, get clear from it. Constantly keep doing it. See, the thing is, bro, I seen another black woman on the internet laughing about giving a nigga chlamydia 2 times. She gave a dude chlamydia 2 times, and if women don't know, you can get in trouble for that. That's sexual abuse. You can get in trouble for that. You can get really in trouble for that. If a nigga really wanted to file something on you, he can get you in trouble for that. But see, how this world is and what's going on in the agenda of life and how people portray this world and what they care about is backwards. We care so much for attention is we willing to kill each other for it. As long as like the satanical community said. He said, as long as he can keep people fighting for money and keep people fighting for shit that they never had and keep people willing to kill each other for it, his agenda is going to keep pushing. But see, I don't know shit, I guess. I'm just a nigga who talk about shit that everybody else don't talk about, and I don't care how nobody feel about it. Because reality, you only feel some kind of way because of what I'm saying, and because of it's you. People think I care about losing followers and shit about what I said or what was said or what it wasn't and blah, blah. I don't care about none of that shit because reality, at the end of the day, you just are another robot just like them. So if it come to, you would do anything for $1, and that's the type of people that no good person need to be around. The way for you to enter the kingdom of heaven, you're supposed to confess your sins and understand that you still believing in God and that you still moving on God's way. And stop watching porn and stop all this shit, because at the end of the day, bro, that shit is nothing but pushed by the gay agendas, pushed by all this shit, like, bro, like satanical, all this shit. Because guess what? He said what's so crazy is that when he do pornography, he said he uses that. He said motherfuckers that have a fantasy and want to do it to one of their spouses, maybe even a younger girl, pervert that girl, or be a sexual assault that woman and try that on her. It's sickening out here. You know what I'm saying? It's sickening, and it constantly be sickening for this shit. But one thing I tell us that people that we lack is accountability for everything. And women lack it the most. See, you could tell me I would never take advice from no woman who is a spiritual reader and her life ain't even like this. See, a lot of these women are toxic. They just hide behind that spiritual shit and try to make you feel like they doing something well. Think about it. You would deal with a girl, she talking about she's spiritual, she got all these cars, all this shit, but she's getting beat up by her baby father every night. Why would you even get a tarot reading from that person? Because her energy is all over that shit. See, people portray one thing over social media, but they don't fuck with people like me, because you will say what you feel and they don't care, and you will come straight for next and you don't give a fuck. But this is life though, bro. I just want to know what y'all take on it, bro. Keke Palmer was wrong. And this agenda shit that they got going on, it's just doing nothing but killing us as a community. And we the only ones suffering from it. Every community is not suffering from this shit as more as we is. We the ones that crippling each other every day. Women think they can raise men and they can raise kids by themselves. They can't. They can't at all. They can't. A lot of these women, a lot of their kids, and be like, yeah, they father ain't shit, they father not this, they father not that, but not understanding that karma has a way of striking you very badly. Because we always, like I said, we always talk about how ain't shit niggas is and this. Let's talk about the fact that there's a bunch of niggas in this world that want to take care of their kids, but they got the corniest baby mamas of all time. But if the shoe was on the other foot, they'd say that's your fault for getting her pregnant. But let you tell a woman that it ain't my fault, yada, yada, yada. I've been dealing with this. They want you to have sympathy for the shit that they deal with. You've been allowing yourself to deal with that shit for 15, 20-some years, and you want to complain about it now when you had the most opportunity to get out of it a year ago. But hey, I don't know shit. Follow me at Actualtruth_. Follow me at Real Coach Freddie. Like I said, we got the team for Snag City Athletics. Hit me up if you want your kids to join. 7th to 8th. Peace.